Hey guys, I'm Kyle, and we're at our Monkey Sports Superstore, and today we're with True Director of Engineering, Brian Molnar. We're going to take a look at the A6.0 SBP hockey stick today. So Brian, what can you tell us that's new and exciting about this stick?
Well, the main difference in the stick is going to be in the blade. When we went to redesign the A series for this year, we didn't want to change much about the performance of the stick. We had a very good success. It was our first launch as True Hockey. The performance feedback was fantastic. So we really focused on the blade and, more importantly, consistency and durability of the blade. Like I said, the performance feedback was so good. The guys at Mod Squad actually gave us Stick of the Year last year,
right,
which was a great honor. As you know, your first foray into the market, you get Stick of the Year up against some of the higher end brands that are established and have been out there a long time.
Right.
So we really wanted to focus more on a new technology that we're calling BRT technology, and what that stands for is Braided Rib Technology. What BRT is, we call it Braided Rib Technology. We have a braided carbon fiber tube. Mm-hmm. Inside this tube, we put a foam that expands more than the rest of the foam inside the blade. So what happens when we put this into our blade, close the mold to cure it, this braided material can expand and conform to the blade. The foam inside of it expands to push that material out, preventing any wrinkling. And what happens is you get a very consistent structure with this tube. This is a seamless tube, so there's no discontinuous fiber, there's no wrinkling, so you get a very, very strong, very consistent structure.
Along with the BRT, True's going to bring a lot of familiar technologies back into the A6.0 SBP stick. We're going to have a really nice molding process called Axenic technology. Brian, can you get into that?
Yeah, Axenic technology is really the cornerstone of what we do. It's the process used in every stick we make, from the 6.0 all the way down to the entry-level price point at the A1.0. And basically what it is when one-piece sticks first came about, it was just a shaft and a blade that was bonded together with a structural adhesive. Gives you better feel than a hot melt glue.
Right.
Because it was bonded together with a structural adhesive, they couldn't be removed, so they painted over it and called it a one-piece stick. Now, most companies are making what we call a true one-piece stick, which is where the shaft actually goes down into the heel of the blade, and everything's molded in one piece. Other companies are using that type of procedure as well, but we're the only ones using a compression molding process in the shaft, with the shaft going all the way down in the heel of the blade. So the difference between compression molding and what other companies do, which was referred to as bladder molding, is we're using a much higher pressure process. We're basically building the shaft from the inside out. So we use an internal mandrel. We wrap all the material around the mandrel. We pressurize it at a very high pressure, over 200 psi. There's no external mold. Material is consolidated onto the mandrel. There's no resin loss during cure, nothing like that.
Okay.
What you put into the shaft is what you get out. So it's a much more consistent process. We have a patent on the technology. We've had that patent for about 10 years now. We've got another 10 years on it, and we're always looking for the next new technology. But that's the focus of all our one-piece sticks. And like I said, every single stick we make, because we want consistency in our process, we don't cheapen the process when we make a cheaper stick. We use the same process for every stick.
Right. And with that process, that's gonna help make the stick lighter and overall more durable.
Yes. And
we have this stick coming in at about 400 grams, right?
That's right.
So that's a very lightweight stick.
It's a lightweight stick, but it's a durable stick, because what you're doing with this process is you're removing lap joints.
Right.
So if you have a two-piece construction that's bonded together, you have to have a lap joint, and you have some epoxy in there that's adding some weight. It also allows us to keep the walls very consistent in this part of the shaft, so it feels lighter because it's better balanced. When we refer to weight, we don't like to talk about overall weight as much as we do swing weight, which is a measure of both weight and balance of the stick. It's a term that's used exclusively in golf. Nobody talks about the weight of a golf club. They talk about swing weight.
Right. So for the viewers at home, SBP
stands for strength, balance, and power.
Right. Okay.
And that's what this line is geared toward. We have the X-Core line as well, which is more about accuracy control and feel with the X-Core blade and the compressible insert that we have in that blade. But this is designed for strength, balance, and power.
With the Smart Flex technology that's going to be in this stick, this is going to make it a low kick stick?
It's more of a mid to low kick.
All right, this sounds like a lot of really great stuff. To get your hands on one of these, visit one of our Monkey Sports Superstores or at hockeymonkey.com. Thanks for watching.